Hello, you. This video series is all about simplified research methodology, the most simplified research methodology on the earth. And that is based on my book, which is Simplified Research Proposal and Simplified Research Methodology. The description of those books, the links has been given in the description of this video. Now, if you are on this video, which is possible that you might be looking for the meanings of research philosophy, ontology, epistemology, and axiology, and why those all the heavy words are there. Now, as I mentioned in the philosophy video, that those words either come from Greek or comes from Latin. So from those two languages, the research philosophy has three branches. One is ontology, the second one is epistemology, and the third one is axiology. So in this video, we are going to talk about epistemology. So again, let's break it down, epistemology. But before we break it down, epistemology, I would like to request you, please subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon so you can get the notification when I go live and when I upload a new video for you. So if you are writing a research proposal, or you're writing your dissertation, or maybe a research paper, it is essential to understand that you know what is your research philosophy. That is the question your supervisor might be asking, and that is the question your examiner will be asking, and that is the question if you are writing a journal article, journal paper, then your reviewer will be asking as well. So what is your research philosophy? Now, epistemology is a word that comes from Greek language, which is combination of two words, episteme, which is the synonym of knowledge, and logy is study. In a combination, jointly it becomes the study of knowledge. Now, as in philosophy, we talked about that philosophy, the meaning of philo and sophia, which is love for wisdom. In the ontology, which is ontos, and logy, the study of existence, the where the knowledge exists. Is it in the objects or is it in the subject? Is it real or is it relativist? So real is related with object, and relativist is related with the subject, the people, the objects and the people, the material world and the physical world. So in that, if we talk about epistemology, epistemology means the study of knowledge. So with the philosophy, the three branches, the first one, ontology. In the ontology, we try to understand where knowledge exists. Should we go for the objectivism? Should we go for the experiments? Or should we go for subjectivism? Should we ask people what is that knowledge about? So the question you might ask that, okay, what do you think about that? What is the best methodology in the project management? And those people will tell you that these are the best methodology in the project management. Or on the other side, if you go for objectivism, you go and apply the project management methodologies and you try to understand which methodology is working best. It is possible that you come up with a combination of both, which is again, objectivism is related with quantitative and subjectivism is related with qualitative. So you combine those two of those methodologies and come up with a mixed method approach. But before that, before you combine all that, we have to understand epistemology, the knowledge, the study of knowledge. In that, we got three main elements, which is positivism. Positivism means that we are positive, we are 100% sure that this is the truth, this is the knowledge, this is the wisdom. We are 100% sure about it, that this is going to remain same. So for example, if I take this example, this remote control is made by plastic. That is one thing. So whatever experiment we do on it, it will say that yes, it is plastic. The composition of the material is plastic. If I click If I press the button of this remote, I know for certain that will be the action I'm taking, and that will be the result of that action. That if I press the power button, it will either turn on the TV or turn off the TV. So it is for sure that we know that we are positive that this is the result. The second one is constructivism. Constructivism means that knowledge is jointly created. It's a co-creation of human being. The human beings come together and they will discuss about something and they will create the knowledge. Constructivism, that it can be built. It's not the positive knowledge like the remote control. It can be built by the humans based on different contexts, different scenario. Constructivism, constructing the knowledge brick by brick, adding layers to the knowledge. So one is positivism, which is related with the object, which is related with the material world. One is constructivism, which is related with the subject, which is related with the people who are going to construct the knowledge. Now the third one is pragmatism. Now when the pragmatism word is there, so whenever you come across with the pragmatism, what I want you to remember is, think about a pregnant woman. That somebody is pregnant, which means that one physical body holding another body inside them, which means there are two entities in it. So pragmatism means simply using positivism and constructivism together. That you are not sure that, or you are not 100% positive that this is the answer to some question, or this is the answer to a question, and for that you are going to use constructivism, where you are going to use subjects, which means the people, to ask the question that this is the result, that it is showing that this is made by plastic, but I'm not 100% sure about it. What do you think about it? What do you think? Is it plastic, or does it have some kind of metal in it? It's not 100% plastic. It has some other material composition in it. So when you are not sure 100%, you go and ask people. That is what called pragmatism. When you have one type of experiment, or one type of the epistemology's stance, that okay, you are using positivism, but if the result is not 100%, then you will be going for constructivism, asking people, and that will become pragmatism when you are using two. So in that case, we can also say, like, positivism is more about the numbers, which is quantitative, and at the same time constructivism is more about the data, which is the people who are going to give their understanding, their knowledge, which is the qualitative data. So quantitative on positivism, qualitative on constructivism, same like when what we have in ontology. In realism we have quantitative, in relativism we have qualitative, and in pragmatism here, because we are using qualitative and quantitative both, which is the mixed method approach. So positivism, constructivism, and pragmatism. Now if we align those with the realism, positivism is part of realism. If we align relativism, constructivism is part of relativism. And then pragmatism if we are using both of them. So epistemology, now this is the second branch of research methodology. Again, before we talk about the next one, which is axiology, I would request you to please subscribe to the channel, and at the same time click the bell icon. It takes only 1 second for you guys, but at the same time it is going to help a lot for this channel to maximize the reach, and at the same time to come back with the better and better videos for you guys. So I will see you in the next video where we talk about the axiology. Till then, thank you very much. Happy research.